They haven't been able to put the handbrake on it since this two got together. This one's smacked out to deep square. Field well set, just the one. But really freeing their arms and happy to swing. 3 out on the leg side to Gonzalez. That one flat again through the hands of mid-wicket. Beth Worthley there. Got her hands to it. Couldn't quite finish the catch. Was going at a fair clip. The reverse.
Yeah, might want to put that one away for a while.
You wouldn't have thought that you'd be...
Well, she's been playing well, playing traditional cricket shots.
There's another one smacked back down the ground at the bowler. Was going at a fair rate as well, but Gonzalez good enough to stop it. No run. Now she's starting to wring the hands. That hurt.
It was hit like a bullet. Couldn't hang on to the catch, unfortunately.
Umpire just making sure she's okay. Uses her feet as Parasol gets down the track. Can't beat cover. And another over. We might see this one that's come back at her like a rate of knots here, Gonzalez. Good swing of the bat, good strike. And that might be the camera you want the replay from. And you'll see.
See if we can have another look at that one again. Now,
there it is. I think you'll find this one's hit right on that hard pad of the hand. Yep. There's no give there.
Nah.
That really hurts. Pass the bat, no run. Again, Jasmine Earl is going to take up your line of sight. Rihanna Peat underneath it, takes the catch of her own bowling. 4th wicket goes down. And this strong partnership that was getting West Torrens back into the game has been broken. The bowling of Rihanna Peat finished her own work, Pond.
Well, an excellent wicket for the Sturt girls. Amelia Heinze been batting well. She had 18 off 16 deliveries. And just a little bit across the line, leading edge. And a good catch from Rihanna Peat, who had to run backwards with the flight of the ball.
Yeah, that replay probably didn't do the justice. She had to make a fair bit of, run a fair way to get underneath it and had to stand under it for a fair while. And the more time you've got to start thinking about the catch, the more chance you are of grassing it. So,
well, we've seen a couple go down in the last couple of overs, so it's good for the Sturt girls to hang on to one there. And looks like the skipper's come out now. Jess Joseph. Such a petite lady is Jess. Powerful though.
Peat, touch full. Allows Parasol to comfortably drive that one down through mid-on. Gets the one. Now Rihanna Peat wants them the mid-on and the mid-off. Up off the rope, back inside the circle. For Joseph.
The scorer's just made an error there. This will be Joseph's first ball. I'm sure they'll correct that shortly.
And Rihanna Peat bring them all inside the circle, so pressure's on.
Good captaining.
make it hard here for her to get away, get off strike. First one is full up, jamming her up for a second there. She thought she was through the gate. Hands went on head.
Can't be anything but impressed with Rihanna Pete's bowling. As we said before she came on, we were impressed with her last year. She's back at it again.
Again, it's full. Joseph, she had a couple of thoughts in mind of what she was going to play there, and in the end, the final one was, no, that's probably not the right one.
Oh yeah, she just got a bit tangled up with herself there.
Well, I would have liked to see Rihanna Pete finish it with everyone back inside the ring. She's spread them to limit the damage. That one's going to go past the swinging bat of Joseph to finish the over. A successful one from her. She has 1 for 5.
Yeah, very well bowled. Let's run through some of the wickets if you're just joining us here on the Adelaide live stream. First one to go was Trelaw. Just a run out that just silly, straight to the fielder. There'd been a few dot balls before that. It's absolutely plumb LBW. Bowler's got to learn to shout a bit harder than that. But
it's a real strange
it was a very
appeal.
Very polite appeal it was. Let's see here. How was that, sir?
That's the Dennis Lilly wicket. That's when you know you've got it. You can go absolutely nuts.
There's that last wicket from Rihanna Pete. You can see she ran a fair way. The ball back over her head. Took a good catch. Back live now. This one swung away. Is it going to beat the fielder? No, some good work down there on the boundary, and they'll come back for 2. Shot from Paris Hall.
Well, she's got to be very deep into this innings, Paris Hall. She's going to have to bat. I mean, they'd love her to be there at the 20th. She's certainly got to be there at around about the 18 over mark at the worst if they're going to post something that's going to cause some damage here. That one wide, slashes at it.
I believe we had a slight issue with some of our audio, so we apologise for that. Mel Smith continues. Hit Abish lead, straight to cover. They've run straight away, took the fielder on. Direct hit might have been in trouble, but they got through for the single. So as we mentioned, I hope you'll see the replay here. Maybe not. Got a brand new partner on board this year, Interact Sport. Bring us all the graphics. Proud to partner up with Rob and his team. And got her, bowled her through the gate. Well bowled, just clipped the top of off stump. I think the bail may have come back and hit Eliza Bartlett through the grill there, but she seems okay. The West Torrens skipper has to go. And the Blues right on top here. Just clip the top of the bail. In fact, it might have been the ball that came back and hit Eliza. Tough job being a keeper.
Yeah, certainly up to the stumps. Reaction time is just about 0. Interesting about that ball, Bonds, is Amelia Rolt wasn't in position. She had her back to the play and was sprinting out to deep square. She didn't get there in time. She heard a roar, she turned around and saw the rest of her team in a huddle. Did a Yui and ran back in. As the West Torrens skipper walked off, bowled. So again they scatter, spread as Parasol continues to just keep piling on runs, going at a reasonable rate. This one down leg side, but she couldn't get anything on it. In fact, squared her up in the end. Four and a half and over, they'd be happy with that. It's just the wickets column that's causing them dramas. Slashing again is Hall. Eliza Barter, she couldn't glove it cleanly. No run though, no damage caused. The stroke to cover, picked up. If it hits, it's going to be close, but it doesn't.
Great bit of fielding from Mel Smith, the one-handed pick up and throw at the stumps. And again, we apologise for the audio issues we had for the first few overs. But all's good. Field up again. This time that'll be wide down leg side.
We offered the Twitter feed. You could let us know via Twitter. Again through cover, no one really decided to go for it. In the end, the two chasing it, but for a second there, I think all three of them looked at each other wondering who's going.
Well struck by Lucy Meyer. Good shot. Just strikes to the comes to the crease, first ball. In fact, sorry, my bad. That was Parasol, and I wonder why it looked good.
Probably need to reword that. I'm sure Lucy Meyer can play a good-looking stroke.
Well, she just did then. so.
Confusion reigns at the scorer's desk. Pete. It's another one. Past the bat, through to the keeper. Ends the over. Her third. 15 to gone, just 5 to go in this West Torrens innings. They're 5 for 64.
See the scorecard there. There was a nice little partnership between Amelia Heinze and Parasol. Started to build this innings, but then a couple of wickets. 5 for 64 with just 5 overs remaining. And just part of the, there's the bowling figures there for you. 4 separate wicket takers. Brianna Pete, Abby Cors, Mel Smith and Brooke Harris.
And the run out.
All with a wicket. And we've got a change in the bowling here. It looks like Brooke Harris is coming into the attack. And I did say before, Biggles, that Eliza Bartlett was captain of this side, but that's not true. Brianna Pete's captain this season. Eliza was captain last year before she went on her walk around Europe. Over 7,000 kilometres she was. Very impressive. To the 16th over. Brooke Harris, ball in hand. Playing against her old team. Harris all drives well here, but straight to the field. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on Adelaide live stream. You're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Technical issues early, but back on board. That was a interesting, I want to say cricket shot, but I'm not sure if it was. Changed their mind halfway through. And have a look at it here on the replay. I think she went to reverse it, and then the ball was down leg side. So
the reverse bunt.
It was almost a reverse bunt. That's exactly what it was, Piggles. Playing a miss this time, just a bit of movement away.
When will the reverse shot become something that is considered traditional?
It almost is now. Almost is now. The lap sweep and reverse sweep, part of the game.
Shot.
Gee, she drives well, as Paris Hall. Some good fielding. Shy at the stumps, but she was always home. Been impressive.
She might have run into Brooke Harris there, or a bit of her bat might have clipped her. She ended up with her bat on the ground. Had a quick chat to Brooke, who gave her a bit of a friendly whack on the shoulder, all happy. Well, I think she was would have been dark if she was run out with her bat on the ground, not able to slide it in.
So just push the field back again. The long on have gone back. Well bowled by Brooke Harris. Dot ball, the final ball of the over. And West Torrens 5 for 65, just 4 overs remaining. Need to get a wriggle on. Oh, look, that name up in lights, Piggles.
Yes.
And Sam Tugwell doing a magnificent job in production, and our two camera guys, Ross and Brody, bringing you all the pictures here from Park 25, the back of Karen Rolton Oval in Adelaide. Wherever you're watching in the world, you can tweet in ADL live stream. Let us know where you're watching from.
As Live Graphic Systems have done. Thank you.
It's the Liga boys, part of the Interact Sport team.
Rihanna Peake continues. That line and length is immaculate from her. Makes it so hard to get under as far as big shots. And she's got the ability to move the ball around in the air. Hall wants to go big. It's on one knee, can't launch it though.
They've been impressive, the Blues. The fielding's been good. Put a couple down, but they were tough chances.
Slight adjustment. That might just help you, Bonds, as getting...
Yeah.
Pete goes short this time. First time she hasn't bowled one up in around the slot mark. No damage done. Gets through these overs pretty quick as well. Gets to the top of her mark, scoots back in. That one's full right in the block hole. Jams down on the drive, does Paris Hall. It's one of those two fielders that are deep back here, Bonds, that have got it. You and I both little bit frustrated that they're deep on the rope. They could easily have them inside the ring, and that would have been a dot ball. Again, ties it up, ends the over, one off it. 5 for 66. Run rate's dropped down for the first time, Bond underneath 4.
Yeah. They need a couple of big overs to end, and it's probably on the back of Paris Hall. Look at the bowling card.
Harris, the top of the order as far as bowling is concerned. 3 for 3 overs for just the 8 runs. Bookended by Jessica Pete at the other end.
Smash straight back to the. Sorry, I'm laughing because Pickles had a heart attack over that shot. The crack of the bat.
Well, I thought for a second that the non-striker hadn't seen it. They were just standing there. I thought it was just going to absolutely grill it. The reaction time just didn't seem to occur. Mine was quite quick.
Yeah, you reacted. You jumped out the way. This one's short. Pulled around the corner. There's no fielder down there. Hasn't got the legs to go all the way. Zowls is after it. She'll pull it up just inside the boundary. But good running. They'll come back for 3 runs. So that's very handy for West Torrens. A good batting lineup too, the Blues. Reverse sweep works this time for Paris. So she's going to get a boundary, Paris Hall. She's tried that shot 3 or 4 times, and that's the first time it's worked for her. She's got that look of at last.
Well, that time it was the perfect line and length for her. Just to basically get the bat in the right spot.
Oh, Brooke Harris has gone down here. She might have hurt herself. Oh, this doesn't look good at all, Pickles. She's in a lot of pain.
She's kicking the ground.
She's holding the back of her knee. Oh, there's definitely something. She's definitely done something here. Caught my eye as she delivered the ball. She just fell to the pitch straight away. Started slapping the pitch in pain. This is not good.
Well, she is not going to ever want to play in a game that Adelaide Livestream is covering.
Oh, they've got her on her feet.
But she's not putting any pressure on that left leg at all.
Yeah,
so the tuggers that might be able to pull up on the replay, she's in real pain. Might be able to pull up and see if we can see what happened.
She can't even put any pressure on it at all. And they'll take her from the ground. You can see her just lying there afterwards. Cheering her off the ground now. You can see the pain on her face because she's in, unfortunately, in sport, always get injuries, the unfortunate ones. And it was just a normal delivery, nothing too innocuous about it.
Yeah, with no knowledge of anything leading up to it, we can only, all of our commentary is all about assumption right now, and it looks like a knee, and it doesn't look good, and she looks like she is in enormous pain.
Yeah, well, let's hope she grabbed the back of the knee, which is, hopefully it's not as an ACL. So I don't want to make that assumption at all.
We will get a hold of those details for you if we can, and give you some. Here we go. This is the one we're after. So at that stage, she threw her bowling action and just seemed to buckle onto that front knee.
Yeah.
There wasn't too much even in the replay.
No.
That's
Very
the perfect
unfortunate.
replay. You might want to store that one because the medicos are going to want to see it. This front leg, when she lands on it, you can see it just buckle a touch there.
And straight away, she went down and grabbed the back of that knee. Might have just hyperextended it a little bit. Hopefully, it's not too much damage.
But never a good sight. Certainly when it's someone that you've spent a bit of time with, and we've grown to know Brooke Harris through our work here with the live stream and also the Saka.
So I hope she's okay.
But the game goes on, Bonds. The reality of sport is the game just keeps moving. Neve Riemann has to pick up the slack and
Coming in, bowl a couple of deliveries, finish
off.
over.
Yeah, finish off.
That one's off the pad. Lois Bartlett just strolls alongside the ball before she picked it up. Man, that ends the over. So 5 for 76 after 18. Paris Hall's still there. She's 33. And Meyer is on 5. Lucy Meyer. Just in the other game on the other ground, Pickles, over on Park 25, number 3, Kensington and Southern Districts. At the moment, Kensington 4 for 98. Into the 18th over there. Eliza Doddridge not out 63.
And on the oval just behind us, the Outbacks are playing in their an annual match for them. Myself and Craig McLaren were doing a bit of prep work. We were in there for the our prep work was for our coverage. We were in there lucky enough to hear the pre-match speech, and it was full of emotion. We had to stop what we were doing and just sort of take it in a bit. It was a fair bit of heart in the room. So it felt like I was half playing, and I had to pat a few backs on the way out, and we can get this one done. One more for the Gipper. Cause continues, floats one up. Full. It's driven for 1. They're going to scoot back for 2.
Need every run they can get at the moment. I was commentating on the Shield yesterday, and
is that all you want?
No. I've got a story. Let's leave it to after this delivery.
Cause again, up in that driving range, you can't get it over the top. Meyer's going to go, and Cause gets another one. And this ongoing battle of being able to put partnerships together and score with any sort of frequent rate is a real issue for West Torrens. Sturt just keep taking wickets. Right up in the zone, wasn't it, Bonds? But
was there to hit, and they've got to swing the bat in these late overs, and Lucy Meyer has to go. 7 off 9. She's out, caught at mid-off.
that was probably the ball where you can afford to go across the line.
Yep.
It wasn't in the, it was in a good enough slot that you can you can go up and over mid-off, but it was also in the same spot that you can get the real leverage on your arms to go across the line. Not one that you put in the coaching manual for the kids of where to hit it, but on that occasion with 3 overs to go and he really needs to pile on some runs.
Now you'll be very happy, Pickles, because Laura Najuki has come to the crease. The pocket rocket, as you called her last year. Najuki became your favourite player very quickly, didn't she?
And that's why, Bonds, first ball. She did some great running at the non-strikers then. That's the sort of stuff she does. She backs up beautifully at the non-strikers. She's always there to back up and help out. You can never have too many of those sort of players in your side.
And not a bad shot from Paris Hall as well.
Six for 80.
Hall again drives straight to the field and they're taking her on. And Mel Smith just got confused about which end to throw, so she threw it in the middle. I'm still going to finish my story, by the way. We're just waiting for an opportunity.
About you commentating at the Sheffield Shield?
At Sheffield Shield yesterday, yeah. But the country cricket thing reminded me of this. No one's driven back past the bowler, no run. So they're Adelaide Oval, and not many people, there may be 500,000 people there. And normally when someone in the crowd yells something out, it's quite audible, if they're loud enough. This one in the air and caught, another wicket down. Najuki goes without scoring. Pickles' heart breaks. And West Torrens lose another wicket. They're now 7 for 81. And in a bit of strife. Another wicket for Abby Cause. And a pretty simple catch in the end to the skipper, Rihanna Pete.
Another dismissal of a attempted big shot that hasn't been able to clear the infield. And if I can self-indulge also for a second, Bonds, a shout out to my boy Jake Pickles, his birthday today.
Oh, of course.
And he's
happy birthday, Jakey boy.
He's out playing in his at his game, and he opened the bowling. He's currently got 1 for 7 on the My Cricket app.
Taken after his dad.
I'll let you know how he goes with the bat later on.
So quickly before the start of this over, so we're at the Shield game, not much happening. Nathan Lyon comes on to bowl for the first time, and just from the crowd, bowler's name. All the players laughing. Nathan Lyon had a giggle. It was just great comedy. Hats off to whoever that gentleman was. That rang out all across Adelaide Oval. This one's tossed up by Gonzalez. Paris Hall gets a single. This is the final over. Can West Torrens have a really good over, get it over 90, close up to that 100. Be an excellent over to get to 100.
Exciting.
Run right up over 4. Caitlin Edmonds, that's her first ball, and she'll work it for 1. Give Paris Hall the strike. That's probably the best thing. Where's she going to hit this one? She's got a gap through point.
Anything down leg side's open.
This one, over she goes, over mid-wicket. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. It's going to be the fielder. Lovely shot, 4 runs. Well played, Paris Hall. Into the 40s now.
Skipped down the track. Got to the length. Picked it up and mowed it over deep mid-wicket. You said into the 40s, 41 she is off 59.
Just straighten that fielder up now. And on the boundary. This one is fine. Wants to force 2. Thought about it. She's coming back. Takes the fielder on. This is good running. Bowler's end. Probably would have been out if Eliza Bartlett hit. So Caitlin Edmonds was a bit slow to respond to Paris Hall, but they've got to go for it. There's only a couple of deliveries left. She's up to 43.
Perfectly timed, that bit of camera work, editing and commentary. The umpire also letting you know there was 2 to go.
Tried the reverse sweep that time. It's called a wide.
Still 2.
Into the 90s. This one swept. Well, they don't think they'll get 2 this time. As Abby Cors was to the ball a bit quicker. So just the 1 ball remaining for West Torrens. Caitlin Edmonds will be looking to put this out of the park.
Free licence.
She has a crack, but straight to mid-wicket. Rihanna Pete, good hands. Takes the catch and ends the innings. So after 20 overs, West Torrens finish at 8 for 91. Good effort from the Blues. They'll be happy with their performance. But that girl on screen there, Paris Hall, what a great knock from her. She finished with 44. Not out. And batted beautifully and gets the applause from the Sturt team. It's good sportsmanship there. As there they are, the girls, the Blues. And there's the look at the scorecard. Dominated by Paris Hall, 44 off 61. She was outstanding, Pickles.
Yeah, well, to come in on the back of 2 ducks and also Carolyn Ward with dismissed for 5. She batted well with Emily Hines. They put on a good partnership, and then after that, it was basically Paris Hall, a little cameo from Lucy Meyer with her, but it was all Paris Hall. Batted superbly and probably deserves 50.
Let's have a look at the bowling card from the Double Blues.
Brooke Harris, who at the top, Bonds took a wicket, but unfortunately off injured. We'll find out a bit more about her shortly. Mel Smith took a wicket as well. Abby Cors picked up herself 3.
She was the pick of the bowlers. Pickles, 3 for 21. I did like Rihanna Pete's spell as well. 1 for 10 from the skipper off just 4 overs.
It's made it hard to get away. We'll be back shortly with the chase, Bonds. Up until then, don't go anywhere. Sit in your chairs or go and get yourself a drink, something to eat. Make sure you're coming back as Adelaide Live Stream bring you all of the second innings. So welcome back for the chase here at Park 25. Sturt, who did all the damage with the ball, and now they have to go and chase down these runs. The unfortunate news in that West Torrens innings is with the ball, Brooke Harris, in the middle of her bowling action, popped a knee. We're not sure what the extent of the injury is. I had a quick chat to the coach of the Sturt side. He said it was badly swollen on one side, and so that's as much as we know medically. Badly swollen is the term, but we are here at Park 25 out the back of Karen Rolton. A couple of games going on at the moment. We've got the Outbacks at Karen Rolton. We've got Kensington in a one-dayer up against Southern Districts on our furthest right-hand side, and on my left-hand side is Paul Bonzo. Welcome to you, mate, for the run chasers. Sturt trying to track down these 92, 93.
Welcome, Adrian. Yes, it's 93, 92 to win, sorry, yes, 92. Eliza Bartlett taking strike in this run chase. Emily Heinze with the ball. First one sharp and up at the ribs. Well played in the end by Bartlett. Bit of pace there from Heinze.
Copped her just a little bit of the elbow to really tuck her up. Eliza Bartlett. Wasn't expecting that one first up.
That one's a good delivery again. We saw early in the West Torrens innings, the Sturt bowlers had some issues with the breeze and getting their control. As such, luck with Emily Heinze. She's right on the mark from the very first delivery, and they have to be. It's outside off, and well outside off, called a wide.
She's getting them through to the keeper.
There's some good pace there. And that breeze here this morning has blown up from Antarctica and blowing across the ground. Playing a miss. There's a big appeal, and she's given it. She didn't miss it. She nicked it. She's on her way, Eliza Bartlett. Just the start the She-Eagles wanted.
Well, if they are going to win this one, they're going to need to continue to take wickets like that, Bonds, and that's the perfect start for them.
Absolutely. Hopefully gets this on the replay. Heinze just got the nick. They were very confident straight away. I thought she'd played and missed, but got the edge.
I was halfway through what I needed to say, what I think I was about to say, and my brain actually froze, Bonds. It is getting really cold here. We're under the shade of a couple of big trees and the marquee, so we're giving ourselves no chance of any sun getting on us.
Yeah, could do with a bit of sun, although it's blue skies today, which is good news. Had a bit of rain around this morning.
There's certainly no issues with the weather.
Jasmine Earl, the new batter.
It's a beautiful viewing day.
And you're viewing this on Adelaide live stream. Statewide Super T20 comp. Live from Park 25, number 2. Just behind Karen Rolton Oval. And we're very pleased to have a new partner on board. Interact Sport are with us this year, providing us with all the graphics. Playing a miss again. Good bowling from Heinze. Good start from her. 1 for 1.
So make sure you're...
That one's uppishly through gully. She'll get a couple of runs here.
Not sure if she's going to claim that as intentional, Bonds.
Sort of half edge, half shot,
Yes.
I think there.
But you probably could claim it because it went certainly to the right areas. There was no one going to catch it up there.
So she picks up a couple, ends the first over instead of 1 for 3.
Make sure if you are watching today, we want to know where you are watching from anywhere around the world. So you can get in contact with us and join in the commentary team, join in the coverage at Adelaide live stream, at ADL live stream, as Chris Green has.
Not the Chris Green.
Well, it's certainly a Chris Green. He's loving the cricket live stream as you think that he would. His daughter Emily Green is going to be playing in the second match for Kensington. Of course, the big double header here out the back, Bonds.
Well, I'll tell you, right, they're pretty happy at the moment, Kenzies. They've just picked up 3 quick wickets on the other ground that's playing on the other side of us here, just on part 25, number 3.
So thanks for that, Chris. Keep them coming. So it's the Eagles skipper, the She-Eagles skipper, Joseph. Didn't trouble the scorers with the bat. Looking to make amends with the ball. One for 3. Good start from the She-Eagles, the early wicket. Full flat batted drive through cover. It's going to go all the way for 4.
It's a good shot, wasn't it?
Certainly in the zone that she wanted and gave it absolutely everything. You don't see that drive very often. Played it sort of flat batted through cover. Again, wide of off stump. Can't beat that offside that's loaded up with fielders out there. We've got a point, or gully a point. Cover, extra cover, mid-off. So she tries to drag one back on the onside. Can't beat mid-on though. Just Joseph always on the money. Saw a lot of her last year. Bowls with great control. That one, you saw it swing straight out of the hand. Probably give you an indication of the gauge of the amount of wind that's blowing across this ground at the moment. See that the Kensington Southern Districts game in the back there. Back, of course, to where all the action's happening here at the number 1 oval for today's live stream. Adelaide live stream, very happy to bring you all the action this year at the men's and women's 2020 games.
Good pace, Pickles.
He does get them to really zip through.
Flew through to Paris Hall.
Took that up around ear height. Step 5 or something in a minute. Playing a miss. Callum McGrath in there at first slip. She the first woman out this morning.
Another play and a miss.
Faced an indifferent over from Book Harris. A couple of wires down leg side, then a wide outside off stump. The first ball that she hit was back of the bat, edge to gully for no run. Big wicket she was for that Sturt side. Can be very damaging with the bat.
Well, they need to take wickets consistently through the 20 overs, West Torrens, to win this game. With just the 90 on the board, 91. One's wide and signalled that way. Just looking around the field, the two players out, there's a third, deep third, and a deep square leg. Apart from that, it's a ring field with one slip and a gully. Wide one again.
The only one deep outside on the leg side is placed out there right next to Ross. Our cameraman working the camera at square leg today.
No, they've swapped.
Oh, they have. So that's
It's Brody.
That's the new member of the team, Brody, who's gone with the shorts today.
Not a real wise decision.
No.
I wouldn't have thought. Edged and dropped at gully. They're going to run through for a single chance for a run out. Carolyn Ward at gully. Went in the hands and bobbled out.
We'll have a second look at this, Bonds. Beautifully bowled. Outside off stump. Drew the shot. Diving way to her left.
Back live now.
Couldn't complete the catch. Would have been a good one.
So a chance put down. They need to take every chance they get, the She-Eagles. Sturt, after 3 overs, they're 1 wicket for 10. Jess Joseph is going to continue. So there you see, they need another 82 from 17 overs remaining. So again, we're very happy with our new scoring system. Interact Sport. Rob Nee and his team. They've been tuning in all day, Rob.
Yes, he has. Hope we're doing you justice there, Rob. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We're everything you thought it would be. Joseph continues. Outswinger. Keep in mind, Bonds, that the Sturt won't have Brooke Harris. That one gets past the bat through to the keeper, so they're 1 down already.
Yeah.
Give the... Well, you wouldn't expect her to bat. I don't know if she's still even at the ground. Joseph floats that one up. Push that one through to cover.
It's good running. Just pushed into the gap. Joseph again, this one's down leg side. Well fielded by Heinze. They're going to come back for 2, take on the throw, and they've done well as Amelia Rolt gets back for 2. Takes her up to 6. This my little partner in crime has just vanished for a second. This one well bowled, right on leg stump. Couldn't work that one away through the field. So that's the target, 92 to win for the Blues. Toss that one up and driven down the ground. the over. And you see the state of play. 8 for 91 West Torrens, Parasol the star with 44. And with the ball, Abby Cause 3 for 21 off her 4 overs. In reply, 1 for 14 after 4 overs. It's going to be Heinze to continue. Swings and over the top of Gully. There's a fielder down there at third. So just the single. Well fielded. This is the statewide Super T20 women's competition from Park 25. That one edged through the slips area. Single to Earl. On what is a coolish day in Adelaide. A bit of sun around. It'd be nice to be in the sun. Unfortunately, we're in the shade. That one's down leg side, worked away. But again, the field's well placed. Lauren and Jelke down there. Another single. 75 off 93 balls is what the Double Blues need to get the victory here. Playing a miss, well bowled.
With the Brooke Harris update for you, Bonds.
Welcome back.
Thank you. She says that she hates us. We're never to come to her games again because every time we cover her.
Uppishly and just past Gully. Carolyn Ward dived, stuck a hand out. Couldn't get a hand on that one. Jasmine L survives again.
So she said she goes down every time. So, but she'd enjoyed seeing the footage of her coming off in absolute pain. She's already gone and watched it. She's watched it a couple of times. The other girl said, "Can you put a package together for us?"
But she's obviously in good spirits then, despite the knee.
Yeah, I said. She said the inside. She said the inside and the outside. There it is. She's let her know that we're putting the package together. Live play continues.
Short ball off the hip. Amelia Rolt works it away into the leg side for a single.
But she said felt like stabbing pains on the inside and outside of her knee, nothing at the back, and she said that people have told her that's good. Now here's the shot that lets you know. There, that double buckle on that front knee. Let's see if I can get her to walk over so she can watch it. She can't walk.
If we had a set of wireless headphones and commentary, she'd be in straight away.
Yes. So it looks as though, from her spirits, that it's not as bad as the vision, but she hasn't had any medical assessment at all, other than watching our footage.
Kayla McGrath into the attack now for the Sheagles. I like the name, the Sheagles.
Have all the sides come up with a feminine type name for their side?
I don't think so. I think it's just the Eagles or Sheagles. Full ball from McGrath to start. On the other ground pickers, I'll give you a bit of an update. Over on number 3, Kensington made a 6 for 108 off their 20. Southern Districts in reply 4 for 24.
Yeah, keeping up to date with all the other scores that we can going around the grounds, and of course get in touch with us You can let us know what's going on around the place at Adelaide or at ADL live stream. Mill Park Cricket have done that.
What was that, Pickles? Which?
Mill Park Cricket.
Mill Park Cricket.
Cricket club out of Melbourne.
Oh, great. Jump on Twitter, ADL live stream. Good shot through the covers. This will go all the way for 4, no question. Great shot from Amelia Rout.
Yeah, danced down to it, got onto the full, blasted it through cover.
Full start.
Saw a lot of that in the She-Eagles dig.
That one's hit well over the top. This will be 4 more. Amelia Rolt hitting out. She wants to end this one quickly. It was a half volley. And struck beautifully down the ground. Good camera work there.
Again, she goes Rolt, this time on the leg side. Over the top of mid-on, the mid-off. But not going to get 4. Back for 2. She's making a statement here at the moment. Really getting going. She's up to 20. Just 64, 63 now needed from 85.
That's a better delivery, better length. Still gets a single. Good by Tegan Fry. In fact, it's not Tegan Fry, my bad. Ends the over. So 1 for 30 after 6. Power play's done and dusted. And there's the West Torrens batting card. Paris Hall, top scorer with 44 off 61. She batted well. And there's your Sturt card. Good over from Amelia Rout. All of a sudden, she's 19 off 18.
They're going to need to pick one up pretty quickly here, the She-Eagles. Well, we may have had a change in the bowling bonds. And that breeze has died down for 2.5 seconds. Now let's pick back up again.
Lucy Meyer.
Made 7 with the bat. She was part of a mini resurrection in the lower order. But Paris Hall just had no partners to go with her. And we're tucked around the corner off the hip. And tucked pretty well as well. It's going to go all the way, 4 more.
Amelia Rout doing it by us. No, it wasn't Amelia Rout doing it by herself at the moment. Just tucked around the corner. Another boundary to her.
This time slapped through cover. McGrath might have got a hand on that and just slowed it up. But you're right, Bonds, she's doing it on her own.
24 off just 20 deliveries. Lucy Meyer, that's a good delivery from her. So I reckon that breeze has just dropped away a little bit, Pickles.
Yeah, it's slightly.
And just picked up again. That one's wide, cold wide.
You are the king of the moz.
Yep.
So quickly run around this field for you. Got a deep. We've got a third man, a gully, a point. McGrath at cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket, and one out on the deep square leg boundary.
It's on the leg stump and work to leg. Najuki there with doing the fielding.
She used that fielder out there on the deep square leg boundary. Impressive innings so far from Millia out.
Short, whacked away. Couldn't quite get a hand to it. Jess Joseph, the skipper. And it's 4 more to Amelia out. Ends the over. And you'll see here on the replay, short ball, she just winds up and clubs it. Just out of reach from the She-Eagles skipper. I think it's your turn to commentate the bowling. Your little pocket rocket's coming on, Pickles.
I'll come on. Your option of standing up might be the goal as well.
Laura Najuki is going to come on from the northern end, or our commentary position end. Adelaide live stream bringing you the statewide Super T20 competition. With friends, help from our new partner, Interactive Sport. Paul Bonza, Adrian Pickles, and executive producer Sam Tugwell.
If you've never seen a little Scud missile, you're about to. Gets through the crease, Laura Najelki. Last year she seemed to run in a little bit faster than that.
Into the breeze here.
Yeah.
Slowed her up a bit.
The sleeves turned up. Outswinger through to the keeper, maybe an edge on that one. It is. Laura's got her first. Good bit of work from the keeper up to the stumps.
Yeah, lovely work. Paris Hall behind the stumps. Good take. Straight away. She knew it. The batter knew it. The umpire knew it.
And Laura Najelki knew it. The little Scud missile into the action straight away. And Paris Hall's going to love seeing that footage. Up to the stumps. Finest of edges. Absolutely needed that one, did the She-Eagles. Amelia Rolt still out there though. She's 28 and doing all the damage. You see it here again. Nick taken and out. Najelki 1 for none. Brings Dani Reid to the crease. She gets in behind the first one comfortably. This time she opens up the shoulders and flat bats it over the top of mid-on for 4.
It's not a bad shot for your second ball from Danny Reid.
Just a
tight grip. Right down near the bat.
well, tidy, just defensive stroke first ball, and then unleash on the second one. That's all I needed. Just wanted to see the first one. That's it. Then I'm going. Another full start here at Park 25, number 2. Joseph goes out to deep square. This one's up and high. Underneath it and taken. Laura's got 2 in her first over. Well, she didn't take too long to get herself going, did Danny Reid, just the one ball. She smacked one over mid-on, then she went again. And in the end, she's paid the price. She's gone for 4.
We'll try and see who that is that took the catch. Might have been Emily Parsons. I'll have that for you shortly. Brings out the skipper.
To face the wrath of Laura Nagelki. She's picked up her second wicket in this over. Not an innings that Danny Reid's going to want to look back at. With she's going to have some questions to answer when the coach asks her, "What was your thoughts?" Blocked one, smacked the next one, and went again.
Southern District's in trouble on the other over. I'll come back to that.
Nagelki down the leg side, wide. Well taken by Paris Hall up the stumps.
Southern Districts have lost another wicket. They're 5 for 30, chasing 108 in all sorts of strife.
One fall from Nagelki. Pushed out to cover from Amelia Rolt. Ends the over. Double strike from Laura Nagelki in it. And Sturt are 3 for 46, chasing down 92. You're watching all of the statewide Super Premier League T20 competition here on Adelaide live stream. We're just in behind Karen Rolton Oval, Park 25, number 2. Beautiful seeing day here in Adelaide today. Not a cloud, well there is some, but not above our ground.
And just confirming, Pickles, it was Amelia Parsons who took that catch in the last over.
Just the one issue today is the temperature. It's one of those feels like days. 20 feels like minus 106.
You're not a massive lover of the cold, are you, mate?
No, I can't stand it.
We've had some days commentating at the back of the Woodville Oval grandstand, commentating in Sample when it's been about 11 or 12 degrees and you've got 18 jumpers on and 4 pair of pants and you're still cold.
I'm enjoying how you've seemed to crowbar every one of your experiences, your commentating experiences into the cool so far today.
Just working with what I got. Leg side wide. From Lucy Meyer.
If you could see where we are at the moment, there's a line of 4 grown men standing in a row, sort of moving around. Looks like the Madison.
That's a good run. Pushed it to the leg side straight away and took off. Brianna Pete. Just good cricket, smart cricket, and she is a smart cricketer. The skipper of the Blues.
But the trouble is all of the other end bonds. who's on strike now, if the She-Eagles are going to bowl themselves into this game.
Yes, they certainly need the wicket of Amelia Rolt. Big swing. No ding. Playing a miss from Rolt. You can join in the conversation wherever you're watching the live stream. From Adelaide, or we've had a few viewers from Melbourne, anywhere around the world. Get on Twitter, ADL live stream. Give you a shout out. Good full ball there. Worked into the leg side for a single by Rout. Takes her up to 29. Brings up the 50 for the Blues. Almost. They're 49. Full toss. Pete whips it over. Mid-wicket. Won't go all the way. It's the longest boundary out there. Jess Joseph will pull up just inside and they'll come back for 3. So they're into the 50s now. 3 for 52.
We're giving out shout-outs. Go back to my little man. His birthday today.
We deserves a couple at least. This time worked through mid-wicket. Lovely shot. She actually was pulled up here thinking it was going to go the boundary, and it did. So another boundary to Amelia Rolt. Ends the over. 3 for 56.
Little Jake Pickles, he's finished the day on 19 not out.
19. That's a good score for a junior cricket.
Might be his top score. But
surely Dad's got to get him something special for 19.
Free cheeseburger.
That you won last night at the basketball.
But it's going to be Najelki to continue.
Good old deep pockets Pickles. Actually, you have pickles on your cheeseburger, Pickles?
Always.
Can't say I'm a fan. Each to their own.
So here is the little game breaker. She took 2 wickets in her first over. Another 2 here would be ideal for the She-Eagles. First one's full, bit leg side, no run. Earlier news, of course, in the first innings, if you missed it, Brooke Harris, knee injury during her bowling stint. Leg side again. It's going to be called wide. And if you did see that and you don't know what's going on the latest, we had a chat to Brooke. There's nothing going on behind the knee. Again, right on target, Najelki. You see it here. Some pleasant pitches, were they?
No, she looked in a lot of pain. Oh.
I called it the pocket rocket, Bonds. He wants to go to the replay. Well, the players aren't going to have the option. The umpires aren't going to consider it, but I'm pretty sure that we might have a look at it. No one really got any nuts about it, and In fact, our producer has waved it off himself.
He thought it was not out too.
I thought every direct hit's out. Beats the bat again. The first wicket in her first over was a sensational catch. Through to the keeper, fine edge. Whipped off middle stump. Going to get back for 2. Good shot and good running. Amelia Rolt, 35, a real hurdle at the moment for the Sheagles. That one straight back down the line, couldn't get it past Najelki, ends the over. Halfway through the innings, Bonds. And Sturt looking pretty comfortable at 3 for 60, probably on the back of Amelia Rolt. Open the batting, she's 35 of just 28 balls.
Scoring at 6 and over. They're doing it easy at the moment, the Blues. See the West Torrens bowlers there. 2 wickets for Najelki, 1 for Heinze. Good spell from Heinze, I thought.
Well,
bowled with good pace.
I had my head down and I was saying to I was about to say, I think they need to bring her back in because they have to take a wicket, and exactly what they're doing.
So just the 1 over remaining, and you're right, they need to break this partnership of Rihanna Pete and Amelia Rout if there to be any chance whatsoever, the Sheagles.
Only thing I may have done differently is bowled Heinze on the first ball when Amelia Rolt was on strike, to make sure you're getting maximum number of balls at her. She's your wicket taker.
That one's down the leg side, helped on its way by Rihanna Pete. This will be your boundary. It's the rope now. So a poor delivery to start her comeback over. Rihanna Pete helped it around the corner for 4 runs. She knew it straight away too. Did Emily Heinze. Well bowled, right on the money. Still good voices out there from the Eagles. Probably behind in the game, but they're giving it everything here. That one worked to Gully, fielded by Carolyn Ward. Dropped a tough chance earlier, even. It's hard to talk when your teeth are chattering. That one short and cut. Good shot. Might have the legs to go all the way. Hits the rope now. So the skipper is getting involved here. Rihanna Pete. It's her second boundary of the over. Good looking shot. Rocks onto the back foot. Smashes it through backward point for 4 runs. Good comeback ball. They're going to go through a quick single shot. The stumps, that would have been very close. Millie Rolt was called skipper through straight away. In the end, throw didn't hit. Got through safely.
Hope you're enjoying the stream on the Adelaide live stream Facebook page. It's
bowled again.
Pretty over 700 views this morning, Bonds.
Nice. Ends the over. 11 gone now. 3 for 69. The Blues with that target of 92. Doing it easy at the moment. Let's get a score update from the other ground, Pickles.
While you're doing that, I'll have a look at the scorecard. Amelia Rolt, 35, opened up the innings. She's going it better than a run of ball. Excellent clip. The other two batters out have scored. No, dismissed in the same over by Lauren Ajelki.
If you're a fan of the Southern Stingrays, look away now because they are 7 for 39. Chasing 108 of Kensington.
Jelki starts her third over. Starts with a wide outside off stump. She's the figures of 2 for 9, 2 for 10 now. Plenty of balls to spare for the Sturt side to reel in the remaining 22 runs. That one's full and wide and past the keeper. It's going to be plenty. Turn for 2. And that'll do them. So 2 wides.
Doesn't help the cause, Pickles. They need wickets and they need them in a hurry. They need to see the end of Amelia Rout and Brianna Peat.
This one's gone in the same area, but it's off the bat this time. No slips in for Lauren Ajelki. Would have gone to about second. It's a bit about run saving as well as taking wickets. And they can't be everywhere. The field at the moment got a point, square gully, regulation gully, a mid-off, mid-on, deep square on the rope. Right on the spot from the Jelki. Square leg inside the ring. One just behind square. And then a fine leg. Any moves you'd make of that field, Bonds?
I might have been playing a slip a bit earlier. There's another false start, just because they need wickets. You need to get Sturt out here to restrict him. I think the horse is almost bolted, Pickles. But yeah, we've seen a catch go through that slip area.
This one on the back foot, rock back, try to smack that square through Point Gully. They've got some coverage out there.
One thing I have noticed is, again, the improvement in the teams from last year. Just every year we watch this competition, the talent just gets better and better.
Drives flat through cover, 4.
Just like that, the development of the women's game. It's improving every day with more girls playing. It's good to watch.
Brianna Peat got that one up in a slot. As soon as it was there, cleared that front leg. Got the big levers. Struck it for 4 more. Same spot, a bit fuller. Skipper's just moved herself a bit deeper, that extra cover. Keeps it to 1. I'm glad I didn't say what my thought might have been, Bonds, which would have been to close them in around the ring. Which was, if you're going to score now, you've got to go over us. Since that point, Brianna Peat has been hitting them pretty flush. That one's going to be 4 more as well on the misfield, is it? So A couple of boundaries in the over to go with an edge down to third man, a couple of wide, so a mixed bag. Another over that West Torrens didn't want it to go the way that it did, Bonds. They needed wickets.
Yeah, it's not far away now. Just 9 deliveries with plenty of balls left. 9 runs, rather. Plenty of balls left.
Abort.
There is another game after this one, starting at about 1:40 local Adelaide time.
Northern Districts here on the rope, already getting ready for that game.
Yes, they'll be taking on the Kensington Browns, who were on their way to a big win at Oval number 3. A double header here on Adelaide Live Stream. Adrian Pickles, Paul Bonza, Sam Tugwell, our producer today. Got laryngitis, can't commentate today. So just 9 runs for victory.
Sam's birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
Joins the 40 club.
That's sour. Oh, so it's not laryngitis, it's just... Anyway, back to the cricket. That one's down leg side. Umpire will call a wide. 8 to win now. Amelia Rout will want to finish this with 2 hits. Batted beautifully, 35 off 30. Her skipper's done well. She's crept up to 24 off 17. This one's outside off and hit out to the sweeper, so it'll only be a single. Fielded by McGrath. Rana Pete weighing up her options here. Tossed up and well bowled.
One of the rare sports that allows you this time in the field to know that you're cooked. And you have to just play it out.
Hit straight to gully. Chance for a run out. With the bails off, umpire says no.
You're relying on a miracle. And somehow you just have to stay up in the field. You've got to keep yourself up. You've got to get yourself to the last ball.
So on the replay here, and good call from the umpire. Well home. Great bit of camera work there from our new boy. Brody, square of the wicket. This one clubbed through mid-wicket. Is it going to beat the fielder? Najilki, it is. 4 runs. So the edge closer to victory. Off the bat of Amelia Rout. She moves up to 40. And they just need 2 to win now.
Can she go out in style, Bonds? Clear the rope for the W.
Why not? It's what the viewers want, Pickles.
She's batted well enough. It's been a real dominating innings.
Well bowled by Joseph, just short of a length. Didn't allow her to swing her arms, ends the over. So 13 gone. Sturt a 3 for 90, just 2 to win. Pete's 25, Rout's 40. And we're almost done here, Pickles.
Yes, Sheagles just be trying to maybe annoy someone, get another wicket. Someone has to come out who wasn't planning on it. It's going to be Laura Najilki to finish off, I reckon. Yes, she's
battled well.
Everything seemed so rosy in her first innings after she took 2 wickets. Sort of gone a bit pear-shaped since then for her. She'd love to grab another one here. She's only got 2 runs to play with. Right on the money.
Oh, I think she's bowled really well. It's been the pick of the bowlers for the She-Eagles. 2 for 23 into her final over. Two dots. Can we see a maiden, Piggles?
If anyone can, Laura can. And the jockey gets the top of her mark. That one a bit wider, can't beat point. 3 dots, the maiden's still on. Crowd just starts to shuffle in their seats. Few optimists. Full, back to Najelki, got a hand on it, didn't hit the stumps. Throw to the bowler's end. Might have had them in trouble.
Very close if Tegan Fry could have hit the pegs there. Direct hit might have seen Rihanna Pete on her way.
No doubt our man on the square leg camera would have had that all lined up for us. Scores currently are level, 38 balls to go. Amelia Rolt, that's probably the daintiest of shots she's played so far. Everything else has been a real powerhouse. It's hit boundaries all over the oval. That one full, jammed out. She's going to get herself to the non-striker's end. She ends with 41. And Sturt are going to get the win here at Park 25, number 2. They've beaten West Torrens in a pretty dominating performance, Bond.
Yeah, they were far too good today. They started with the ball. They bowled very well, put the Eagles under pressure from the start. Kept the runs down, kept taking wickets all through the innings. Restricted them to 91. And then what a dominant display from Amelia Rout.
Good to see that Brooke Harris has joined her team walking out onto the oval to shake hands.
A bit of a limp there, but we wish her all the best, young Brooke. So let's maybe go through these scorecards for you.
Let the producer play with his new tricks.
So there's the Sturt batting card as Amelia Rout, 41, not out. And the captain, Rihanna Pete, 26 off 23. They were 3 for 92 and get the victory.
With the ball, Laura Najelki came in, took 2 wickets on her first over, bowled really well. Emily Hines bowled with good wheels early on, got a few through to the keeper. They are the only wicket takers. And that was probably the issue, Bonds, that they needed some more bowlers to skittle some of these batters and make it as easy as it was. So in the overview of it all, Bonds, there was the 2 batters who finished up out there who did all the damage. Amelia Rolt and...
Yeah, Sturt, Rihanna Pete.
Rihanna Pete, that's the one.
Sturt far too good, and you see there on the summary, after their 20 overs, West Torrens 8 for 91. Sturt get the victory, 3 wickets down, and an easy win for the Blues. Then coming up on Adelaide live stream, the second game starting at, we'll be back at about 1:30 for the game between the Northern Jets and the Kensington Browns. This is Adelaide live stream. We'll be back soon.
Go.